Harry overdoses again just as Teddy gets his verdict, and the Mitchells fall apart fast. It's rough, it's sudden, and it sets the whole week on edge. From Sam causing trouble the minute she's back, to Kat running out of patience, Kim making a choice she'll regret, and Jean worrying everyone around her, Walford's packed from the 8th to the 11th. If you know this show, you'll feel it straight away. Secrets pop up, past mistakes follow people home, and the square turns upside down overnight. Let's get into the 5 big spoilers.
Sam Mitchell's return turns messy as she shares a frightening health fear. Sam Mitchell is back, and honestly, she arrives like someone who's been away too long and thinks nothing's changed. She moves through the square with that same bold swagger she always had, but underneath it all, she's rattled. You can almost see it in the way she talks, listening for every reaction, watching who's clocking her. And then comes the shocker. She opens up to Jack Branning about finding a lump and being worried it could be cancer. She only blurts it out because he corners her during one of her classic disappearing acts. It's one of those moments where the bravado slips and suddenly she's just human, scared, unsure. Fans might even be surprised to feel a bit protective of her. What hits hardest is the timing of it. She's in the middle of money rows, accusations flying her way, and a tense run-in with Zoe. On top of all that, she's trying to reconnect with Ricky while avoiding Phil's temper. There's always been chaos around Sam, but this time there's something more fragile sitting underneath the mess. Later in the week, the truth about her doctor's appointment comes out, or rather, the fact that she skipped it. That instantly sets off alarms for the people around her. Even Phil, who's usually all bark and full frustration when it comes to Sam, looks more troubled than angry. And here's the bit that really hooked me as a viewer. She tries to wriggle away through the week with quick fixes and last-minute plans, but the cracks keep showing. You can tell her family's starting to recognise that something deeper's going on. Could this be the crisis that finally forces Sam to slow down and face things head-on? Or will she do what she always does and bolt? This could really shake things up.
Teddy Mitchell faces the verdict, Harry spirals, and the family breaks apart. Let's move on to the storyline that's easily the heaviest of the week. Teddy's verdict lands, and the timing could not be worse, because Harry is already in a dangerous place before the court date even arrives. Viewers might remember how much pressure this lad has been under, and next week it all catches up with him in the worst way. He's still using, still hiding, still flinching every time someone tries to help, and when he finds out what his dad is planning to do in court, it completely crushes him. You can almost feel the panic rising off him. Then comes that awful moment. He takes more drugs on his own, disappears, and the people who love him go into a full-blown scramble trying to track him down. It's raw, especially when they finally find him. This isn't just a passing scare. It shows how much danger he's in. On top of that, Nicola drops a bombshell about a pregnancy. Desperate to protect Harry is the kind of twist that has fans sitting up thinking, hang on, what now? Whether it's true or not, the fallout is immediate. George looks like someone's pulled the floor out from under him, and you can see him trying to make sense of everything at once. When the verdict comes, the room feels ice cold. Everyone's on edge. Everyone's carrying guilt. Everyone's terrified for Harry. And just when you think the family might pull together, Barney decides he's had enough and moves in with Zach. It's one blow after another. And then Harry overdoses again. This time Nicola finds him before it's too late. The moment feels desperate, frantic and heartbreaking. She's trying to save him, protect him, carry him and hide from the truth all at once. As a longtime fan, I couldn't help but thinking, how much more can this family take before someone completely crumbles? If you're still watching and keeping up with the drama so far, make sure you hit subscribe. There's loads more coming this winter and I don't want you missing any of it. Kim Fox makes a mistake that hits her hard the next morning. Let's breathe for a second and shift to something a little lighter, although still chaotic because it's Kim Fox we're talking about. She's hurting after her split with Howie, and next week she does what plenty of people do when they're trying to escape heartbreak. She heads out for a drink. Except with Kim, it never stops at one quiet glass. She gets carried away, her emotions take the wheel, and she makes a move she never would have made if she'd been thinking straight. She gives up her car as a prize for Yolandi's Christmas raffle. Absolutely wild behaviour. The next morning, reality hits her like cold water. You can almost picture her stare when someone reminds her what she did. And underneath all the humour, there's still that soft question nudging the storyline. Is she really done with Howie? Or is there unfinished business between them? I can't believe they're going there again, but it's Kim. There's always room for a twist.
Cat Moon has that look next week, the one she gets when she senses something's not right around Zoe. She's on edge, watching everything, and she's not shy about confronting Anthony. There's tension straight away, and it only gets messier when Cat finds out the real reason Anthony's marriage ended. Viewers who remember his old storylines will probably feel that ripple of nostalgia here. Anthony's always had that complicated streak. Good art, muddled thinking. Cat hears the truth and instantly decides Zoe needs protecting. She goes straight into mum mode, warning Zoe, standing firm, refusing to let her daughter get pulled into something messy. The uncomfortable bit is watching Anthony try and explain himself. He's caught in the middle, stuck between his past and what he's hoping for now, and he's not doing a great job at calming anyone. By the end of the week, Zoe's torn between what she feels and what she's being told, and you can almost sense the writers setting something up for later, either a full-blown romance disaster or a quiet heartbreak. This storyline could really stir things up, especially for fans who've watched Cat fight for her kids again and again.
5. Lily Slater grows worried about Jean as her behaviour shifts. The final spoiler takes us to the Slaters, and it's one of the more emotional threads of the week. Jean hosts the Branning family dinner, and straight away you can feel something's off. Lily, clever as ever, clocks it early. She watches Jean, listens carefully, and realises her gran isn't coping as well as she's pretending. What makes it feel so real is how small the signs are. A forgotten detail here. A quiet slip in the kitchen, a moment where someone mentions Stacey in Brazil and Jean just walks away from the table. It's not loud drama, it's that soft, worrying kind, the kind where someone you love starts drifting and you don't know how to pull them back. Fans might remember Jean's past struggles, and because of that, these scenes land with extra weight. There's a tenderness to how Lily looks at her, almost like she's trying to protect her without making her feel embarrassed. By the end of the week, you're left wondering whether Jean's heading into another difficult patch and how the family will handle it if she is. This is one to keep an eye on. Next week in Walford is packed. Emotional blows, old wounds resurfacing, secrets that don't want to stay buried. Is the kind of week that reminds you why EastEnders pulls people in year after year. Complicated families, flawed characters, and those tiny moments of truth that hit harder than the big twists. If you found this breakdown helpful and you're excited for the episodes ahead, make sure you like the video, drop a comment with your own theories, and subscribe for more updates. There's plenty more drama coming and you won't want to miss any of it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.